Hi, I'm Terry the Taper from J&RS. We're going to cover sanding today, a little bit of hand sanding, but mostly we're going to concentrate on the power sander and how to use it properly. Okay, what we use on our finish coat is this power sander right over here, which I'm going to show you. This here is the Porto cable power sander. Okay, I like it. It's very well balanced. It really works well for me. Right here you got a dial. This dial right here does the RPMs on the disc spinning. The higher the number, the faster it's going to spin, the more swirls you're going to get in your drywall. The slower it is, obviously, it'll leave less swirls. Okay, now for putting on, for the sandpaper that I use, there's two different types of sandpapers. I use 220 because your machine does the work for you. You need a fine grit. Now there's two types here. There's these ones with the holes in them and there's ones without the holes. Some people like the ones with the holes because they say that it sucks in more dust. But I don't like it because it has a chance of ripping right here and then it gives you a lot of swirls. This one here is a flat surface, so it goes on your pad flat and it sands the whole wall, all 9 inches right there. Okay, now what I like to do is, you can see how this is in with the nut and it's kind of flopping on both sides and it flops around, so that when you put it on the wall it doesn't lay on there flat. So what I like to do is just take this right off, take this off. This is my pad that you put on. It's a hook and loop they call it because it just goes on and your sandpaper just sticks on there and you can pull it off. Okay, so what I like to do, I like to use a little bit of spray adhesive, whatever kind you like, 3M, whatever it is, just what I have. I'll spray a little bit on my pad. I'll spray a little bit here. Take this, center it right there. Press down, hold it down for a minute till it tacks. Now as you can see, this is flat all the way around. It leaves no spots where it's coming up like this other one did. As you can see how it's pulled out in the center here. Now you can take this, 220, remember I use 220. Center it right on here. Okay? Now look how flat that pad is. That's nice. We like that when it's flat. Then we just take it and plug it into our vac and we can start sanding. Okay guys, I'm here to tell you a little bit about our vacuum now. Okay, you can pretty much use any kind of shop vac, but we use a HEPA filtered DeWalt vacuum cleaner. This one here, this dial right here, is for the suction level coming through here. You can turn it down, turn it up, whatever you like. Plus it's got an automatic filter cleaner. So it'll thump every once in a while and clean those filters out. Okay, we got two settings on here. This, if you turn it to this side, to the left, right, that's only for vacuum. Now we turn it to the cord and it'll work off of my power sander, turning it on and off with the button on there. We also have, inside of here, we have our bag, dust collector, right here, where all our dust goes. Okay guys, here we are, we're all ready, we're all set up. We got our power sander set up to our vac. It's plugged in. We got it set up for the cord, so the vacuum will run when I run this right here. A couple things how we sand. When we grab this, grab your speed. I like my speed probably between 2 and 3. Like I said, let the machine do the work for you. Okay, that's what it's made for. Now when you're sanding, you got to find out where your seam is. So now, you don't want to go up and down on a seam. My seam is going this way. Just like sanding wood, okay? You want to go with the grain of the drywall. So you go this way with it. And it'll pull the hump out for you. But you always got to remember, you got to keep it moving. You don't keep it moving, you're going to burn the drywall. Okay guys, we're going to talk about a little bit about burning through the drywall. Which burning through, I mean, if you keep this in one spot and put it on the wall like this and you just hold it there, it's going to just sand right here and keep burning and burning and burning through. Then you'll have a little divot in your drywall right here. Okay, so what you got to do when you turn this on, don't just set it on the wall like this. And turn it on, you gotta kind of set it and move it at the same time. It's always gotta be moving. Always move this. Once you hold it like this here, you're gonna make a swirl mark in it. One more thing about with this power sander, okay? It's got a little harder edge, so it'll sand a little bit better on this side than it does on this side. Don't get me wrong, it'll keep sanding it, but if you got a hard ridge or something you really need to sand on, it seems like this part of the power sander, the top part of it, sands better than the bottom part of it. Okay, here we go. We just finished power sanding here. I got my pole sander. I got the same grit on it, 220, okay? Now we might have left some swirls in the drywall here from the power sander. So what I usually do is I go back sand. You don't need to apply no pressure. You just take your sand ball. You just run it over real lightly. Okay, now you're taking any swirls out of there that you put in the wall. Okay, now, around the light box in these angles, you can't get that power head in there because it's a little bit larger. So what we do is we take a angled sponge here. You always want an angled sponge because if you put this into the angle, you're going to leave a groove on the other side when you sand, like this. Okay, you leave a groove over here on this side like I did. So what you do is you take this side of it, and this is how we sand our angle. Nice crisp line there. Now you got a nice good paint line there, nice angle. Okay, I usually check it after I get done sanding with my hand. I can feel if there's a hump or anything, a little line. Sometimes you get snow blindness from the sanding or drywall dust in your eyeballs. So you just feel it, you can feel it. Now you got to come around all these outlets with this hand sander. Just so you got everything nice. Okay, we sanded that nice around there. Now we got a beautiful smooth wall. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video on running a power sander and me trying to teach you how to run it. If you have any questions, comments, just leave them in the box below and we'll get back to you. Thanks again.